You're listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. Hi, I'm Francine.
And I'm Carrie.
We're two best friends who can't stop talking, usually about Disney stuff.
Sometimes we have fascinating guests, and sometimes it's just us. But it's always positive and fun.
We're happy to have you join our chat. Thanks for listening, and let's get started. Hi, Carrie.
Hello, Fran.
How are you doing?
I'm all right. It's not a Saturday. Usually we're recording on a Saturday or Sunday morning, and then I tell everybody, and then you're like, it's not Saturday. And then so I'm doing it again today.
So now you're doing it again today. Do you want to say what day it is?
It's a Tuesday. We're recording on a Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday,
it is.
Right?
It's Tuesday.
We're recording on a Tuesday.
We never know what day of the week it is. Neither one of us. We're always very confused. But we did have a very successful show on a bingo card where we talked about how we were going to invite more guests on the show.
Yes.
So we did.
Our first one.
Yes. Our first one in 2026. We are so excited to welcome our friend Holly to the show. Hi, Holly.
Hi, ladies. Happy Tuesday.
I love her.
You may recognize Holly's voice because she is also one of my most favorite co-hosts over on the Grand Circle Tour podcast. And of course, you know, Carrie loves her because she's a Disneyland gal. You go to Disneyland all the time, Holly.
How often? Like every how often?
Like, we try to go once a week, every other week. It really just depends on block out dates and all of those, you know, things. If we can get a reservation, because, you know, we're still doing reservations on this side of the country, which is crazy. But so it really just depends on that. But we did go Sunday. We rope dropped, got up at 5 a.m. and rope dropped, which it's so nice to be able to do that living locally, to go and just go for a few hours and like, okay, we're done. So very, very, very fortunate to be able to do that.
You don't have to argue with the kids to get up at 5 o'clock to go?
So we're down to only 2 kids that are going. So I have 4 kids. So the twins that are 10, they're the only ones that go now. And honestly, when we got them up that early, Monroe was ready to go because I forget, she had a new outfit or something she was excited about. So she was ready to go. But Lincoln, he was not, and he was grumpy. And he actually didn't end up going. So he actually got a ding on his pass for the day because we're like, we're not dealing with you today. So if you're grumpy, just go back to bed. So yeah, so it just depends on, you know, what's going on.
I love it. Carrie,
Awesome.
How jealous are you right now?
I'd love that.
You
Maybe
would.
one day.
If you were local, like you'd be going at least like every chance you got.
Yeah, for sure.
If
Close you
I
are, though.
lived
Local doesn't necessarily mean like 20 minutes away. Local's
Exactly.
within a couple of hours sometimes.
Right. So I'm a little over an hour. So I would probably go more often if I were like some of my other friends that live 10, 15 minutes away. I would be popping in. But, you know, you still have to think about that when you're a little over an hour and depending on traffic. So it was great going that early on Sunday morning. There was no traffic. It was an hour and 4 minutes, which I'm like, this is amazing. So, you know, so I'm local, but not like super, super local, but I mean, an hour away. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'd be getting up bright and early to beat the traffic. I'd be going every time for rope drop if you could, because that would
it's so much better. It's so much better.
Yeah. The traffic's a killer.
It really is.
Yeah.
But
Nice. So you're a Disneyland gal and you're heading to Walt Disney World in a couple of days.
Yes.
So yes, when this goes live, you will already be in Walt Disney World. So tell me
It's Tuesday.
Because it's Tuesday. Tell me, what are you so most excited about when you go to Walt Disney World?
Going with no kids.
Oh, so you got to tell us a little bit more of the story. Like Fran might know, but I don't know. Like what's the why?
So-
Like why are you going now? Why are you leaving the kids at home? All that good
So
stuff.
this will be our third year of doing a friends trip. And it was one of those things where we're like, we should go just us, right? So there was three of us, and unfortunately one bit the dust, and he's not going this time. So there's just two of us going. But like I said, this will be our third year in a row going. And the first year we went, we're like, oh my gosh, we have to do this every time. It was so relaxed and so go with the flow, no one whining, complaining. I don't know. It was just so nice. So once again, the last 2 years we went in November, but this time we kind of pushed it a little bit, which I'm really glad because we get to go to Festival of Arts now, which I'm so excited for that. Like, I think that's what I'm most excited for because Epcot next to Disneyland is my favorite park. And so I'm so excited to see all the things and eat all the food. And it's just so pretty seeing all the artists and the chalk art. And so I'm super excited for Festival of the Arts.
I think that's one of my favorite festivals. It might be the favorite.
Yeah, it's a toss up between that and then Flower and Garden just because it's so gorgeous. But I don't know. I'll tell you after this time if this took it.
There's something definitely to be said for a Disney trip without kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Carrie and I talk about that a lot. Like and just like friends trips, like just being, although you and your friend are doing it very different than Carrie and I do. And Carrie, we may need to try this one day. I don't know. It's a lot of work. Is the bounding. So you're planning on bounding.
Right. So it's so much fun though, like planning our outfits. So we start like picking the parks and kind of like figuring out what days we're going to do. And then we figure out, okay, so this park has these characters. What do we want to do? So it is a little different because there's only two of us this time, but it is so fun, but it is a lot. So I was telling Francine before, like packing right now, I'm like, I'm over the weight limit already because there's so many things that go into the outfits and you have to have the shoes and the ears and then obviously my jewelry. And so, but it's so much fun. So our last trip, we bounded as bellhops. So there was three of us and we were a little bit too good because people kept asking us questions. They thought we were actually cast members. And I thought they were joking, but they weren't. And so I would answer them really silly. And then they would give me dirty looks. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they think that I really work here. Oops. Luckily I didn't. It was so cool. So we were in line for Tower of Terror in our little bellhop outfits. And a cast member came up and said, what are you doing in line? What are you doing over here? Get over here. And so they took us into the lobby and gave us a little private tour of the whole lobby area. They took us behind the ropes and they let us take photos and they gave us a whole history tour of the lobby and told us about all the artifacts and where they bought them. And like, it was the coolest thing. And everybody in line were like, what are they doing? How did they get over there? And I was like, oh my gosh, all because we were dressed up. So you might want to try it sometime because some of the attention you get. And then we were dressed up as the three caballeros. And obviously there really isn't a line for that typically, but there actually was this day. And same thing, they saw us and there was three of us and they took us right to the front of the line. So, wow. Yeah, so it's...
Like how many outfits would you plan generally? Like it's only two of you this time, but like last time with the three of you, how many outfits did you have planned for your trip?
So, well, we usually park hop. So then it's 2 parks per day. So, and I can't wear a Hollywood Studios outfit to Magic Kingdom. So that's the problem. So it's 2 outfits a day. So we're really only doing like 1 bounding outfit a day for 1 park. But then I'll have like a
change,
easier outfit, not necessarily matching bounding. So I know this sounds crazy.
Awesome. That's awesome. I
think it's awesome. I just would you do it, Carrie?
No. Too much planning.
I think we literally have coordinated an outfit once, Carrie and I did, and that was our Oogie Boogie.
Okay.
You went to Old Navy and bought us matching t-shirts. And they were literally
That's pretty much it.
That was the extent of us. Carrie was like, we're going to be matching for the Oogie Boogie. So that's what we did. We had matching Halloween shirts.
And wasn't it fun though? Like, didn't you think it was?
No, we didn't really know. No, not
Okay.
really.
Well, the
But
pictures were fun. We looked the same.
we look the same. Like I've never really been into like costumes or dressing up
Yeah.
even when I was a little kid, and I don't really like I'm not into fashion either. So I feel like I've got like strikes against me. Like I think I would just need someone to like be like hand me the Ziploc bag and be like here. So this is the thing. We could do it, but we need you to plan it all. So we'd arrive to Disneyland or Walt Disney World and you'd hand us like Ziploc baggies and be like, go put this on.
Could
And then I'd be
totally
like,
do that. I would love it.
Okay.
And I hit up Pinterest a lot. So we'll come up with the ideas and then my friend's like, I don't know what to wear. And then I go to Pinterest and I'm like, so for one of our bounds, I'm Rapunzel, he's Pascal. So I just go to Pinterest and you type in and people have already done most of the work and you can kind of get an idea. And a lot of them, they'll even put links for the ideas because obviously they get some sort of compensation for that. And so it's pretty easy. And
That's
a lot of
amazing.
things you might even have in your
like it's wearing like green jeans, like wearing like it's finding the stuff, right? Like so then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I need to find purple pants. Like,
Yeah.
like that. Like the idea is like maybe I'll give it a try. And like the very first like baby step of the process, I'm like, I'll find a green belt. No, and then it's no, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I get that for sure. Especially if it's stuff that you're like, I'm never gonna rewear green pants again in my life.
And
This
you can
is
swim it,
waste.
but then like that's the whole of it. Like then you pretty much would have to like start working on it a whole year in advance if you were going to try to
That's
thrift some of
true.
the stuff.
Yeah,
So
I try, but
it's-
I never have good luck thrifting because
good for you. That's awesome.
I'm excited to see your
Jealous that
outfits,
we
right?
don't have the gusto to do something like that.
We don't. We don't have the gusto, but we're gonna like we'll see it on your Instagrams, I'm sure.
Yes,
You'll be
definitely.
posting all that stuff.
Recently, didn't you guys go to Disneyland not too long ago as the Dapper Dans or something like that too?
Yeah, that was for Oogie Boogie. Yeah, that was a lot of fun too. It was so funny too because we knew this was going to happen, but everybody kept asking us to sing. And oh my gosh, I am not a singer, but we did come up with a song and it was terrible, but
You guys were so cute. Like it was amazing. I loved it.
those dresses were like from a store that they already had them made, but then my friend blinged them out. She went and rhinestoned every single one of them. Yes, I was like, you are amazing because I don't have the patience to sit there. But yeah, so she rhinestoned all of our outfits.
That's amazing. Yeah,
That's
like
impressive.
it's going to be fun to see your outfits. Now, I will put the links and everything in the show notes for people, but you do have an Instagram account where you post all this stuff too, right? Crawford's on the go.
Yes, exactly.
And that's where everyone will be able to see that. Now, you didn't tell us, where are you staying when you go?
Damn, what are you doing? What are you doing?
We are staying at movies. So I'm such a snob. I usually only stay at like deluxe. So this is going to be an experience, but I have my own room. So I think it's going to be fine. And it's super cute. And I'm actually excited to stay somewhere totally different. And from what I've seen, movies is so cute and all the theming. So I really can't wait to see it. And we do have some things planned. We have now I can't even think of what the name is, but that one like prefixed dining at in Epcot. I think it's in France, and oh my gosh, I can't even think of what it's called, but it's like a 6-course meal. Do you have any idea?
What is it?
Is it Chefs de France?
There's two, yeah.
Or there's the other one is what's it called? I haven't been to the other
I'm
one.
a mess. I don't
the
even
fancy dinner.
The fancy dinner. That's the
yeah. And then I've been wanting to do behind the scenes tour for years. And it used to be, I guess, really easy to book. You could just walk up. Every time it's booked anymore. Like it's crazy. So we finally got that booked. We tried to do the Keys to the Kingdom tour, but that was booked up.
Yeah.
We did get a Beacon Barrel reservation.
Oh, nice.
And I've really tried not to see anything as far as spoilers for people posting. So I don't know what to expect. I mean, whatever, but I'm excited for that. I think we're mostly eating, I think, on this trip. I feel like so we've been focusing on is eating. I know. And he's like, should we do like the lightning lane? I'm like, nah. Let's say have one for the food.
And the money on food instead. It's kitchens and dining.
Exactly. Especially that's what's so great about so bad, but not having kids, because you don't really have to worry about the rides. Like you want to go on a ride, you go on a ride, like, or you don't. So you don't have to worry about it, because I can just walk around Epcot and just look at everything for hours and hours. And the kids are like, this is boring. Let's go on a ride. So
that's how Carrie and I are.
Yourself, you could do deluxe dining and you only have to pay for yourself.
Exactly. That's why we're doing that. That's why we're doing that dinner. I think we're doing the cake bake shop. Oh, Monsieur Paul.
That's the fancy one. Yeah.
So I know it's so funny because I just kept booking all this stuff just to see. And then my husband was asked, he's like, so do you have any dining booked? And then I told him about this and his eyes almost popped out of his head. He's like, how much is that? he's like, you're probably going to be like, oh, I should have just went and got fish and chips in the UK instead. And he probably is going to be right. But I figured, like you said, I'm only paying for myself. So might as well.
Now's the time.
Now's the time to do it. Oh, I'm excited to hear how that is. Carrie, we should try. We've done some fancy dinners as well, but we haven't done that one.
I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll let you know if it's worth it or not. So, I mean, because
Chef de France not that long ago because you wanted ratatouille.
Yeah, I did. I went to Chef de France just for the ratatouille, and it didn't look like the ratatouille in the movie, and it really wasn't that great.
The least they could do is make the ratatouille match the animated version of it.
It felt so bad. No, the guy, even when I ordered it, because I went by myself and I said to the guy, like, I'd like ratatouille, please. And he goes, it doesn't look like the movie. But he was and I was just kind of like, that's okay. And I thought, well, what am I going to say now? No, I don't want it. It doesn't look like the cartoon rat made it. So then I was just like, that's okay. But yeah, it was kind of weird. Like, I need to go and have proper ratatouille. Like, even people, when I posted the picture, were like, that's not like proper ratatouille. So, that's
I was a little
fancy ratatouille.
That was, it was like fancy. It was fancy ratatouille.
Yeah. You're like, I want it looks like the rat made it.
I did.
That's not like a real chef.
Well, because in the cartoon, it looks so appetizing. Like, it really does look so yummy. And I've never tasted ratatouille. So I thought, well, yeah, but it didn't work out that way. But I'm excited to hear what the other restaurants like that would be.
Me too.
I've heard it's very good. I've heard it's very good.
It should be for the price.
Yeah.
I mean, it better be.
You mean like Cinderella's Royal Table where you spend all that money and you get a portobello mushroom if you're a plant-based vegetarian?
Oh my gosh. I know. We went there last time and I was looking at the menu and I'm like, what's the point? If you're a vegan or vegetarian, why are you eating here for whatever, $85? I'm like, okay, I get it for the steak, but for, like you said, a cauliflower steak. I'm like,
our poor friend that we met with.
It was a cauliflower steak, not a portobello mushroom. And it's one or the other usually. A cauliflower steak.
And Susan orders her cauliflower. We're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's like, it was expensive. Yeah. But it was the experience.
With the exchange rate, it was $150 for us. That's how much it cost. Once we work in our exchange rate.
That's a lot.
$140, $150.
Yeah, I think we're happy with like Steakhouse 71 and
that's a good one.
Our fish and chips and what's
always.
the fast food in Epcot? We always seem to end up there, and it's not even in the countries.
The Connections.
Connections Cafe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you can get ginormous slices of pizza for whatever.
For like $12.
For like $12. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's very Not that you'll need to fill in with those dining plans that you have,
but we're always walking around World Showcase, and then we end up like walking through. We can't decide what we want, and then we end up in Connections Cafe eating something very plain and normal.
Always the same. We can't decide.
Just bonehead buttons.
I know it does happen. I know. That's why I always end up at Casey's in Magic Kingdom with corn dog.
What many corn dogs? Before I do want to talk to you about the shop that you have, But before I move on, because I have to ask you, what's your favorite meal in Disneyland?
Probably the Cobb salad at the Plaza. So I always grab that and a slice of cake because balance. Like
It's
their
all
Cobb
about
salad,
balance.
because they mix
Yes.
it right there and they add everything and they mix the dressing. So it's tossed and is so good. And then they have the best cakes. They always have a good cake there, except for Halloween. They had a cinnamon one, which I didn't even try. It just doesn't sound very good. So, but yeah, so that's like my go-to at Disneyland.
Love it.
Carrie's
We
like,
don't eat salads
oh,
generally in the parks. I get the fried
know.
chicken at the Plaza because I don't get to
Yeah.
go there very often.
Or
But if I went all the time, I couldn't be eating fried
exactly.
chicken every
Yeah.
weekend. That wouldn't be very healthy. So I
But
probably would be eating that Cobb salad.
you know what?
yeah.
Sometimes I get if I'm going to share the salad, which sounds even more crazy now, but they have a kids meal. So you can get chicken and then the mashed potatoes and like something else, I forget. And so that with the Cobb salad and the cake is like chef's kiss right there. So you get a little bit of everything.
Oh, I love it.
That's amazing. Oh, yes, Carrie and we'll have to try some different foods too. We got to
Yes.
stop
So do
eating
you
at
guys have
Connections.
plans to come to Disneyland?
Carrie's
Nothing
always
on the
planning
books.
Disneyland.
Yeah. I want to
She's
go there
always.
this year before I was kicking myself this year because I really wanted to go for the holidays and like I was like
Yeah.
multiple times, even like on a Tuesday in early December, I was like maybe I should go this weekend. Like I was really upset
I
Yeah.
that I didn't
told you to
follow through.
go.
So I'll be planning. I want to go somewhere over the holidays, like so between that November and before Christmas time. But
It's
I'd
my
like to go. We're gonna
favorite.
probably go for the expo, like whenever
Yeah.
because the expo's this year. So
Right. I think it's
I
in
haven't missed that.
August
Yeah,
this year.
I haven't missed that in a lot of years. So unless something wonky's going on, I'd
Right,
like to go to
right.
that. So we'll be there then, or I'll be there. I don't know. Fran's a tough sell on that one. She didn't.
Yeah. I'm not sure about the expo there. I always struggle with the expo there. The one in Walt Disney World is so nice because it's just one room. I just have to go there. I
Mm,
don't got to line up for different things.
yeah.
But now that they have it in the big auditorium thing, like that might be better.
Makes it like
Um,
I would go and not even step foot in the convention center if I were you, would just go to those shows. I'm sure this time we'll be disappointed because last time was like bananas. But because that's what Disney usually does. Like they do something
Mm-hmm.
really well and then we're like and then we get excited and then we're like or maybe it's when you experience something for the first time. I shouldn't say poo-poo on Disney. When you experience something for the first time like that totally catches your emotions, it is very hard to feel that again, I suppose. But yeah, I
Yeah.
would go, Fran. You even if you don't even go to the convention center,
I
just
know.
go to the things that are at the Honda Center. If it's the same as last time, or even to that 80% of the level that it was last time, then it would be worth the trip just doing that. And you don't even
Just to
have to
do
go
that.
in the convention center to get for anything. You just be like, I don't do the convention center. I just do the Honda Center.
I could just do that.
When you're done
I've
at the
only
convention center, come and meet me. I'll be over at Disneyland.
yeah. Or just go to the parks and
Yeah.
just see everybody and experience all the things.
Yeah. There are so many great things about the expo there.
Right.
But okay, so when to get decked out for the expo, for the parks, for all sorts of stuff, Holly, you actually have the reason this came to me and I was like, oh, we should talk to Holly about this is because you posted something on Instagram of two ladies that were in line for an attraction and they were both admiring each other's earrings. And then they realized that they had both bought them from you. They were
Yes.
both from your shop. And I thought that is so awesome. And then I was like, I wonder how she comes up with this. And then it was like, well, why don't we just have her on the show and ask her about it? But you actually have a shop called Marvelous on Main Street. And, people can find you on Instagram. I'll put all the links and stuff. But you make the most fabulous earrings.
Thank you. So this story was amazing. So I had a customer buy something and she tagged me in an Instagram story on my Marvelous account. And yeah, just like you said, it was her and another lady. They were riding the Skyliner together, which is already crazy that they put two strangers. And they were admiring each other's earrings. And the one lady was actually wearing Skyliner earrings. And she said, wait a second, like, didn't you get those from Marvelous on Main Street? So they both were customers and they recognized my earrings and then they took a selfie together. Like, how cute is that? Like, those moments are so amazing to me that happens and that people are coming together over my jewelry. So it started in like the pandemic time when people were starting to really get into Disney and dressing up for the parks, right? And earrings are kind of a big deal with this, but I wanted all the earrings. And there's a particular brand out there that they're very cute, but they're very pricey and very heavy. And so I can't do all these different outfits if I can only afford 1 to 2 pairs of earrings. So I said, there has to be something else. And I said, I wish I could create a business. And my husband's like, why can't you? And then there was another creator. She kind of had something. I said, yeah, look at her. She's doing it. And he's like, well, why can't you do it too? I said, well, I don't want to step on anyone's toes. Like, and he was like, there's plenty of space. And it took me a bit and him helping me. And here we are. And I just celebrated 4 years in business, which is crazy to me. I honestly cannot believe it. And I'm just looking around at my inventory and I meet so many amazing people. I started selling on Etsy 2 years ago. So I have my website and then I have Etsy as well. And Etsy was a game changer for me because it really pushed me out there and the people that I'm meeting. And it's just so amazing. The messages I get back, the photos I get of people sharing, and I like tear up all the time because I even had a woman, there was flooding at her house last year. There was like a storm that came in. I don't remember what storm it was, but it was one of the ones you see on the news. And she wrote me after everything was back and she was able to go back into her home. She's like, I just want to let you know that I took a few things from my house, but one of the things I took was your earrings because they make me so happy. And that was one of my prized possessions that when I packed up and left my house. Yeah, look, I'm going to cry.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? I said, I'm like sobbing right now. Like, thank you so much for this message. She said, yeah, your earrings bring me so much joy. And that's going back to Disney because my earrings are the characters, right? They're attractions. And so it brings people like back to the whole Disney thing, right? You have your favorite character and it means something sentimental to you. So for her to like actually pack up my earrings, like, you know, and they're just like costume jewelry. They're not like Tiffany's or, you know, so it was just so amazing. So
that's amazing. Like that must warm your heart. Like it's so much more than just the earrings, which are fabulous, but it's the stories and the connections you have to the people that buy them.
Exactly. And I love it. And I have a lady customer that she's been going through breast cancer. And every time she has a win, she treats herself to a pair of earrings. And so every time I see her order, I'm like, how are you? How's everything? Oh, I just had surgery this. And so every time, you know, I'm like, okay, it's going well if she's buying more earrings. So yeah,
it brings you right into their lives.
It does. I know. And then they share photos like, oh, this is for my daughter's 2nd birthday party. We're doing this theme. And yeah, I just love it so much. So when people share stories, so if you are a customer from somebody, especially a small shop, sharing reviews, positive reviews, and telling them a little bit about why you're purchasing and sharing photos means so much. Like I had no idea until I was a business owner. So just so you know, if you're purchasing, especially from a small shop, it means so much.
Absolutely. Because the business owner has no idea. And this is like, you're so much a part of their lives and you don't realize your impact. Now, How do you come up with, this is what, how do you create them? Like, where did the idea, is it people asking you for certain things or?
So it started because I needed something. I'm like, oh, I'm going to bound as this, or I'm going to dress as this. So I need Rapunzel earrings or whatever. But now I take requests. So people ask me all the time, do you do custom? And I can't. It's just too much for like one pair of earrings. But I say I take ideas. So somebody might say, I'm really looking for Captain Hook. Do you think you could ever do Captain Hook? And I'm like, oh, I didn't think of Captain Hook because he's not really on my radar. I don't have any plans to dress up as Captain Hook or whatever. So then if I think, oh yeah, I think that will do well, especially during Halloween time, then I'll create that. And usually what people are asking for usually does really well. And then it's cool to go back and say, okay, I created Captain Hook. Here he is. And then they're like, oh my gosh. So that's also fun too. But yeah, so a lot of it comes from customers asking for things and giving me ideas now. I bounce ideas off of my friends. Like we go back and forth with colors and designs, and also, if movies are coming out, sometimes I'm a little late to the party because I like Zootopia. Like I didn't even think but now I have Zootopia, but because I needed earrings for my bound coming up. So I'm like, oh shoot, I wish I could make everything, but it has to be something that's going to sell. Like I'll get off the wall. Like I got a request for Pink Panther the other day. Well, I think Pink Panther's cool. Like, are people really going to flock to buy Pink Panther? I don't know. Maybe. So.
Oh my gosh. Anyway. I used to love the Pink Panther.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, that's it. Like that is a good one. But are people really going to be like, oh yeah, Pink Panther? Maybe. I don't know. They might be like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen Pink Panther in 20 years. Let me grab those. I have no idea, but it's a lot.
Have you had earrings that you've like made and you thought, oh, for sure this is going to be a huge seller, and then it's like, wah wah, they didn't do so good?
Sully, Monsters Inc. Yes, and he's so stinking cute. I released him probably like 3 months ago, and I've sold like 5. And I can't even believe it because I had a request and I'm like, oh yeah, definitely Monster. And then from there, I'll keep going with the characters. Like I'll see how well they'll do. And yeah, solely, I was just looking the other day because I was looking to restock, and I'm like, wow. So maybe when the new land comes out, I'm sure it will sell then. So anyway, so he'll just sit here until, but you know who else is really good at coming up with ideas? Stan. He's really good. He told me you should make it Orange Bird. Well, I'm a Disneyland girl. So Orange Bird, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do I want an Orange Bird for? Oh my gosh, Orange Bird. I sell out of Orange Bird all the time.
Oh, I bet. Oh.
Yeah. And then the same thing, he's like, oh, you should do Muppets. And I'm like, well, they're closing Muppets. Blah, blah. Oh, yeah, Muppets. I just sold 2 this morning. So now and people are like, do you have Gonzo? Do you have this? So Stan's a really good one too. He comes up with some good ideas.
Stan's so creative.
Yeah, he really is.
A creative guy.
He is. Like, he's incredibly creative. I'm always amazed with the stuff that he comes up with. And yeah. And the Muppets. So, like, do you have quite a bit of Muppet stuff?
So I have Kermit, of course, and then I have Miss Piggy, and then I have Animal, because I just figured Animal fun, red. The next one I might do is Gonzo. So they'll go through ebbs and flows. Like I'll sell out of the Muppets, and then they were doing really well right before, Muppets area closed. And then all of a sudden I won't sell them, and then just craziness. So I don't know, but I think Muppets are classic. They're always going to be a good seller. But
Carrie's of course, Carrie's such a Muppet person.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And with the new Muppet show coming out in a couple of weeks, like that's gonna, I'm assuming you don't get a lot of requests for Pepe, but I love Pepe.
I have actually. I was getting so many, and I'm like, I don't know. He might be fun.
Her earrings, don't make them on her account.
Right? Like, can you imagine him on, like, but I don't know that he would look good on earrings. You know what I mean? Like, Pepe just, like, he's just, like, such a skinny little, like.
Exactly. And that's the thing I have to think about. Like, okay, how is that going to look? And then I've even had people give me ideas, and then I'm like, oh, that's a good one. And I try to figure it out. And I'm like, how? And then I actually sometimes go back and ask the customer, how do you envision this? Because I can't figure it out. And sometimes I think it's a great idea, and I just can't get it. So like the partner statue, I've had that one, but I'm like, I don't know, because I don't want to do it just justice, like I can't mess that up. Like you can't mess Walt and Mickey
right.
up. So like I keep trying, but I don't know, that one scares me because that
Now, do you draw them like yourself? Like or do you have like computer program that you use? Or?
So I use a lot of just search, clip art, Canva. Canva's great. So I know the listeners can't see it, but I created these on Canva.
I saw them.
So I
love them.
so they're paint palettes. I needed something for my outfit for Festival of Arts. So I'm like, oh, I need some paint palettes. So Canva was really simple to do that. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, honestly, it's a lot of clip art. It really is like just
nice.
It has to be the perfect, and then you have to go in and adjust things. And I've even bought some images from Etsy sometimes if I can't find it. And I don't know, all sorts of places.
You have to put it together and make sure it's not too. The worst thing is when you get like really nice earrings, but they're so heavy and you feel like they're going to rip your earlobe off.
So that's the thing. So I have really small, sensitive ears. And that was the other problem with that other brand, which is beautiful. I couldn't wear them for more than a couple of hours. And I get a lot of people saying, oh my gosh, these are so light, because they're acrylic. So they're very light. I use like stainless steel so they don't irritate your ears. So I don't, people request clip-ons all the time, but I'm not going there. Like I don't know. Yeah.
No clip-ons.
Yeah, because I don't wear clip-ons, so I don't know the proper like squeeze. You know what I mean? And I don't want them to fall off, but yeah, so they're very, very lightweight, which is nice. You can wear them all day.
Oh, so
I love the attraction ones. Like some of your attraction ones are so like fantastic.
Thanks.
The Jungle Cruise, like the whole sign. Oh, come on.
I love that. You know what's crazy is that's one of my favorite ones, and it honestly doesn't sell that great. It sells, but doesn't sell that great. And
really?
Yes. And to me, it looks just like the sign. Like it's crazy, but maybe just people aren't dressing up as Jungle Cruise that often, but
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I've looked at, and you do shipping if it's over a certain amount, right?
Yeah. So over $30, I do free shipping. I personally, and I'm sure everybody, I hate paying for shipping. I hate waiting. So everything that I sell is already ready to go. I don't wait and make it. I send out same day, next day, unless I'm on vacation, then I'm usually shipping out right away because I'm very impatient. I don't want to wait. So everything is ready to go. Over $30 is free shipping. But shipping costs are like, they just increased again yesterday. Like, I'm like, oh, it's so awful. I hate it. But yeah, so I don't want, and then usually if they're buying over $30, they're buying several items. And then I feel like they're more happy because they get to see a variety of items from me and not just one item. And I don't know. I like it when they place bigger orders so they can get a variety of items and see the different options they have. So
right. That makes sense. That makes sense. I just think so many of them are so cute. The only thing is that you can't ship to Canada.
I could, but the shipping is outrageous. Like I can, but once again, I hate even charging people $4.50 for shipping, let alone however much it's going to cost. I think I can turn that option on, but I just feel so guilty. Like even though it's not me, it's not
you. Yeah,
we could ship them to Walt Disney World or when we're on the trip.
Yes. So I tell people that all the time. I do it often when people are like, "Oh my goodness, I have my trip," and I'm like, "Well, I can ship to your hotel." Oh my gosh, I didn't think of that. And so that's definitely option. And I have done that several times for Canadian friends. So
yes,
See, that is a good idea.
A good workaround for the Canadian friends. Because Carrie, like we know, Carrie, our shipping costs are ridiculous and they take forever. And the worst thing you want to do is ship something to a client that's going on vacation or whatever, and they don't get them in time. Like I just got a Christmas card the other day that someone mailed me.
Yeah. And see, and all that stuff really bothers me when I sit there and check. Like I have somebody that's like, "Oh, I'm going on a cruise," and I leave. And then I sit there and check and I check. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not going to make it. And I'm like sick over it. And there's nothing I can do about it. I shipped out either that day to help them out or the next morning, like I already went to the post office before we started recording just so it gets there. And when it doesn't make it, like I feel like I was the postal carrier and I failed. Like I feel so bad. So that's why like I would love to ship to Canada, but all that would just make me sick.
I totally get it. Because Carrie, you buy stuff from like the States and stuff all the time, and it's such a long time in our shipping process and expensive.
Yeah, I usually only do stuff like if I ship it to like where I'm staying.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
It's too much. Even like for us in Canada, for us to ship across our own country, that's the difference between the US. Well, I know you said the prices have went up, but generally speaking, you guys could ship from coast to coast for a reasonable price. And for us, like if we go to a courier or go to our Canada post, it's not cheap to even send in our own country, which is kind
crazy.
It
sad.
is.
And like, how much does a stamp cost in the United States? Because it costs like $2 here now. I think to have a stamp.
I'm trying to think. I feel like it's like 64 cents now or 80 cents.
No,
I don't know.
Ours is definitely like $2. So like people don't even want to mail. And I love mail. I love getting mail, and people don't like them even mail anymore.
Yeah, that makes
sense. Which is why we didn't get many Christmas cards.
I know, that's so sad.
And then the ones I Christmas card after Christmas too. So.
Yeah, they come in late. That's our postal service.
I know. I remember one time Stan was saying that they didn't have candy corn in Canada that year or whatever. So I went and got him a little tiny bag of candy corn and I mailed it. It was $20 to mail him a thing of candy corn. And once again, my husband's like, what?
Oh, yeah.
You spent how? I'm like, well, he said he didn't have any. He needed it. And he's like, oh, we got it this year. I'm like, of course you did.
Yeah. I think I sent him something, one of those little garbage can, the trash can candy things. I think it cost me $30 and that's within Canada.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. But I just love your earrings. I can't wait to see what you come. So how often would you like bring out something new?
So I just, I'm working on 3 new designs right now. They should be ready in the next couple of weeks. Because I had a request for a safari. And I'm like, I can't believe I don't have a safari Mickey yet for Animal Kingdom. So Safari Mickey's coming. What else am I doing? Meg from Hercules. So
cool.
And honestly, I've never even seen that movie. But I had so many requests for Hercules stuff. And I tried to watch it the other day and I just didn't work out. And then what else? Oh my goodness, am I already forgetting? But I always get so excited for the Up House. So
fun.
Yeah, I know. Some of the things I'm like, how have I not had that before?
That's amazing. Oh, I'm so excited to see those. And people can see them. So when you launch them, they're obviously on your Etsy store. And then do you also post them on your Instagram as well?
I usually post. I've been so bad about my Marvelous account, but I'm trying to do better. The new year, I'm trying to post more often on there. But yeah, so I have the Marvelous Instagram account. I'll usually share them somewhere or another, either in my stories, and I'll do the links. And then obviously they're on Etsy and then my actual website. But yeah, so I'm taking a bunch of earrings with me to Disney World to take some photos, to get some things posted. Because like I said, I'm so bad about posting on that. I have 3 accounts. Wait. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Like you manage a lot. You manage the Marvelous on Main Street, Crawford's on the Go, and you manage the Grand Circle Tour one.
Yes, exactly. So
yeah. It's a lot, but that's all the places you can find Holly. So make sure you're following her on there, and we'll make sure we put the links in the show notes.
Thanks. Appreciate
this has been so exciting, Holly. I love hearing about this, and I love hearing about the customers and how they kind of came together. And
I know
and stuff that they like that they share their lives with you. It's just so much fun. It's so nice.
I know. I love it. Never expected that part of this business. And honestly, I don't even know if I would still be doing it if it weren't for the customers, because sometimes it's a lot, doing all the things and trying to make everybody happy, but having these connections and then also going to the parks. And the other day I was in Disneyland and I saw somebody wearing my earrings and I didn't say anything to her. I don't know why. My husband was so mad at me. He's like, you are ridiculous. I cannot believe you. I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, so it's so cool. I just can't even believe it sometimes.
That's so nice. You should have said something.
I know. I'm so mad at myself that I didn't. So silly.
Well, we will make sure to be following your adventures in Walt Disney World as well. I can't wait to see all your bounding and the earrings and the outfits. And Carrie, maybe we'll get inspired. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe we'll do more than matching shirts on our next trip.
Maybe. Maybe.
Somehow I doubt it. You'll find us at Connections. In our regular outfits. Same t-shirts we wear all the time. We're pretty much...
Maybe I'll have some different fancy earrings on this time. Maybe I'll have some...
Yeah,
exactly.
Let me know. I will send them to your resort. Let me know. I know. I tried to give some to Francine last time. She's like, I really don't wear earrings. And I'm like, okay, well.
And I keep thinking I need to start because it's not like Carrie always has such fun stuff when she's out at the parks or whatever, or even when you see her in Toronto and we meet up. She's always got fun bracelets on, fun earrings. Like she's always accessorized. And cute. I'm always like, I got my Fitbit on and that's it. So like, I really need, honestly, I really need to do, Carrie's actually brought me bracelets and like, put these on.
Don't wear them.
It's just, I know. I need to start doing that in the parks and stuff, though.
Definitely, Carrie, let me know next time you have a U.S. address I can send to, and I will send you some goodies.
That's good.
Some Muppets. So Holly, at the end of our podcast, we do, I know at the Grand Circle Tour, we do Waltz Up at the beginning, but at the end of our podcast, we share something that brought us pixie dust. So it can be anything, non-Disney, Disney, whatever related, but just something that brought us joy, this week. So, you're our guest, so we're going to let you go first. So what was your pixie dust this week?
So honestly, just packing has been my pixie dust. And I talked about this with you before that I really hate packing, but this part of it is really so much fun. Like finally all these months of planning, like in our heads, the outfits, like actually pulling them out of my closet or pulling them out of the Amazon bag and like actually placing them on my bed and picking out the shoes and the accessories, the ears, all of that. It's so fun. So that has brought me a lot of joy with frustration of the weight limits of my bag, but all of that like coming, full circle is so fun.
Wow. Yeah, because Carrie's a planner too. It's like she'll plan her outfits before she goes, right? Like
but like just to wear them, nothing fancy. I just have them all planned, so then I have minimum packing. Like so
that's good. Minimum. Yeah, that's
no
good.
Extras.
Yes. So you pack days in advance, Carrie. Like Monday I'm wearing this.
You could borrow my suitcase that I have that I can fit a person in, and you probably would have lots of room and weight.
Yes.
It's a light suitcase plus all of your bounding.
That's what I need. That's what I need now.
We can tell you so Carrie's making a dig at me because I did all this research about a new suitcase because I needed one. So I did all this research and I bought my suitcase and it's soft, it's lightweight, it's all this stuff. Carrie was in a pinch. She needed a new suitcase. So she didn't want to she didn't have time to do all the research. She's like, what was the one you bought? So I just sent her the link and she bought it. And then it showed up and she's like, oh my God, the size of this case. You could fit a body so in here.
When you're in a hotel and they have they have the thing to put your bag on. It's so big, it doesn't even fit on that. So and it doesn't fit in, if you were in a small room, say in Europe, where I happen to be, guess what? You can't even find a place to open it because it's so flipping big. When you unzip that sucker and lay her out, if you were in a Paris hotel room, you wouldn't be able to even open your bag.
You could turn that into a bed. You could turn it into a little bed on the ground, a little cot.
Person could sleep in this suitcase. Yes. So
it's a big one. It is.
Anyways.
Okay, Carrie, what was your pixie dust this week?
My pixie dust was that I bought myself before Christmas. It was on markdown. I was at Canadian Tire like earlier in the season, and they had this cute little like teapot for one. And I was like, ooh, I really like that. But then I think I looked at the price and it was like $29.99 or $39.99 or something. And I was like, heck no, like it's a teapot for one. Like I'm not going to spend that much money. And I am the type, like I don't buy a lot of Christmas gifts. So like I often shop right before Christmas just because like I'm not even buying anything, but like I just go everyone's running around like crazy trying to buy everything, just browsing or whatever. So I was like on like Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve at Canadian Tire, and my teapot was 75% off.
Oh,
so like
wow.
I'm pretty sure I paid like $10. So it was a $40 teapot. So anyway, so I bought it, and then just the other day, I unraveled that bad boy, and I brought my teapot because it's for my desk. So I made my teapot full of tea, and I have it on my desk now. So I can bring my teapot to my desk, so I can have 2 cups of tea. I can have the first cup of tea, and then I can refill the tea without having to go down to my kitchen. So I was very excited that I actually found it. It was on sale, and now I've actually used it because we always buy these things.
Yes. Well, yeah.
So it's a full circle so far. Like it's came to fruition, and I'm actually using it. So I've had tea in my office this last week a few times.
Nice. That's amazing.
And it stays warm.
It's just a little tea. I warmed it up. Like I put hot water in it and let it sit for a little while, like because again, then it'll stay a little bit warmer. But yeah, it's just a teapot, like a teapot. So yeah. I think if I might get my friend and maybe crochet me a teapot cozy.
That's what you need.
Help too. Like a teapot cozy to keep it extra warm. But I've been warming it up and bringing it up, and it seems to do okay. So we like awesome. To drink our tea.
Yeah, love it.
How about you, Fran? What's your pixie dust?
My pixie dust this was really good pixie dust. I have a friend who was unfortunately sick over the holidays, and right before New Year, she was rushed to hospital, and she was actually really, really sick. And just last week, they managed to take all the tubes and everything out, and she's doing fabulous. And I went to visit her, and I got to lay my eyes on her myself yesterday in the hospital room. And she's very much, she's not a very emotional person. So I knew she'd yell at me if I cried. So I walked in, I saw her, and then, my eyes started to fill. So I walked out, got myself together and came back in, and she looks amazing. She looks fabulous. She's on the road to recovery, and I'm just so thrilled. It was such a great visit. And, yeah, I'm just so happy.
I'm just such
happy.
Good news.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So that was very good news.
That's pixie dust.
It is. But yes, thank you so much, Holly, for joining us this week. Yeah. And I'm going to put all of your links and everywhere that everyone can find you in the show notes. And hopefully you'll come back and tell us about your trip and new earrings. And yeah, I can't wait to. And of course, people can find you on the Grand Circle Tour podcast as well, because I think you and I are scheduled to do a trip report over there when you come back. So that'll be lovely. And, yeah. And if you're still listening and you made it all the way to the end of the podcast, please leave us a rating and review on whatever player you're listening. And thank you again, Holly. And
thank you for having me.
That's awesome.
Ladies are so fun.
Thank you. And, we'll be back in a couple of weeks. So thanks for listening.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
Make sure you're following us on your favorite podcast player so you'll get a new episode every week. And find us on social media too. We'd love to hear from you.
Till next time, remember, you are never too old to be young. Chase your dreams and design your own happily ever after.